It's not spring here in Minnesota, but I thought we'd go into Michael's and see what they have for spring in the decor section. Here we go. A lot of the items at Michael's this year are things we've seen before, so nothing new, but still cute. And I was able to get some inspiration. Of course, you know I love moss bunnies, so these were fun to see again. I do have some now, thanks to someone who sent me some, and one that I found, I think, at a thrift store, or maybe at Target last year. That's what it was. Living in Minnesota, winter is really long. And so it's almost a relief to go into the stores and see the spring items because it feels like, oh my goodness, we're going to make it. It's going to be okay. I really loved this garland on the end with the eggs and the little nests. That is something I might consider if it goes on sale because it wasn't that expensive, and for the price, it would be hard to dupe. So I might go back and get that. I thought this pillow that looks like a bunny rug was really cute. And the one behind it is similar to something I actually have, but more color on it. And then this was like a little clay house, which I thought was really cute. I think it was like $20 though, which is expensive. So definitely you need a coupon for that. I thought this little seed company bucket was really cute. I might try to dupe this with my Cricut. I have a container that's kind of similar in shape, and I thought I could easily make something on my Cricut to dupe that label. So that might be something I try. I also thought this little framed piece was really cute. Now those flowers are printed on, but I thought it would be neat to do like an old book page with some pressed flowers on top of it under a frame, in a frame, under glass maybe you could do that, and that would protect the flowers. So that might be something else I try. It looks like the bees are back at Michael's. If you decorate with bees, there are still some items this year that you can get to add to your decor. It was funny to see these. They're about $10. Even with a coupon, they're $6. But it's not $1.25. You can definitely get those at Dollar Tree for $1.25. And I loved these little floral wreaths. This would be easy enough to dupe if you had some of those berry garlands from the Dollar Tree as well. Lemons are also present this year at Michael's. So this wasn't like the spring area. This was more like the kitchen decor area. So if you do lemons, they have a lot of offerings. I really liked this can of flowers, and I liked the inclusion of the blue flowers in it. I actually might go back and get this once I have a coupon. Even though it'd be easy to dupe, I don't have those nice flowers. And by the time you buy silk flowers, which can be expensive, I'd probably be spending about the same. All right, so that was fun. I actually didn't buy anything because I'm trying to behave myself, but I was trying to get some ideas of maybe things I could fashion out of things I already have, or things I want to wait to see, if they go on sale. The only thing I bought was some of that air dry white modeling clay, and that's why I actually came today. Had a coupon and a reward certificate that was going to expire. So got my clay. It's a big container, pretty heavy. But this stuff is good for projects, and it's normally $12.99. But then I had a 20% off coupon and a $5 reward certificate, so I only paid like $5. So that's good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing what Michael's has. I'm back!
Oh, I missed you. Oh, she's crazy.
She's a little happy. You're so happy you're back. All right, it's pancake time. Finley's eating all the pancakes.
Hurry, who's too quick?
He's almost got it. He's like, oh.
Got some crumbled bacon for Hoops. There he goes.
There it is. Pancake for Hooper.
Chris, will you give some to Penn? I like the two of them getting it together.
Hooper's eating.
Yay! Good job, buddy.
Hooper.
Excuse me, nuts.
Good boy.
Girl. It's my girl.
Yes.
Good job, puppies. What about I got a haircut. Well, Molly is taking ballet at college and is sewing her last pair of ballet shoes ever.
These are for my senior year of high school. I was supposed to sew them back then and did not.
But now I get to see her sew them now.
So there we
It's so cute.
How lovely.
One is done. Look at that. She did it.
I finished.
Good job. Show us your pretty pointed foot. Lovely.
I have to deal with the strings, but there it is.
Yeah. Great job, Malsey.
Thanks.
Hello. I'm checking in. I want to put my vlog up. And I realized there really isn't much to the vlog this week. And that's because I just couldn't bear to document the week. And so I'm just going to stick this in at the end just so, because I feel like I'm finally able to process. So, we had to put Hooper down. And that in itself is like sad and awful for anyone who's ever gone through putting a pet down. I mean, it's better for them, but it's still awful and sad. But it's like been hitting me harder, and I've been trying to figure out why. And it's not just Hooper. It's not just that Hooper was a great dog, because he was a great dog, and I'm only putting this in so that my family has a record in 20 years, if YouTube still exists, and they'll have it there. But it's what Hooper represented for me. He was the other childhood dog. It was my kid's other childhood dog. So we had Hooper for 13 years and Daisy for 14 years. And it just feels like the end of a chapter, that Hooper represented the end of a really beautiful chapter. And I know I will be fine. And I know I'm moving on to bigger and bright things, or different things. But it was a really good chapter. I did not have a super great childhood. And so when I became a mom, I wanted it to be so different than my child had been. And so Chris and I had babies, and we just created this very beautiful, wonderful thing. And like what you see on the vlog it's real. Like, we all love each other a lot. And putting Hooper down was just the final kind of page in that really beautiful, wonderful chapter that I absolutely loved reading, living. And, you know, the death of the pets. I mean, my life was so full. It was a beautiful chapter that was really full. My house was full of dogs and pets and silliness and antics. And putting Hooper down just felt like the final page in this really beautiful chapter that I loved reading and knowing. And you can never go back. Like, I can never have Hooper or Daisy back. And I can never have my babies back. I mean, they're here, but they're old. And it's just hard. And so it's not just the death of my dog. It's the end of something that I really loved. So I just wanted to share that. Not to bring you all down, but sometimes I like to be real with you. So that's why I couldn't vlog the week. I didn't want to document Hooper's. I mean, I documented them. I did record Hooper's last days, but I didn't include a lot of that. Just a little bit about the pancakes. Because that's just something we've always done. Chris has always made his special pancakes. They're not even special. They're just from one of my cookbooks that I got from my mom when she passed away. And he would always make Mickey pancakes at the end for Han because she loved Mickey pancakes, and he still does that, but she's not little anymore. And it's just really hard for anyone who's like had kids grow up. You know, it's hard. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. That it wasn't just Hooper and it wasn't just his sad last days. To me, it just felt like so much more the end of something really, really that was truly wonderful. And I'm so thankful to have lived through those years with those kids and those dogs and all the funny memories that brought. So anyway, I will be fine and I will be back to vlogging. But I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope you have a great week. I will be fine, I promise. Just need to cry it out a little. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.